Hello students, continuation of chapter 16 Commerce, Consumerism and Need for Consumerism. Now this term consumerism was coined in the year 1960 in order to safeguard the interest of the consumers, in order to protect the rights and the powers of the consumers. Now consumerism is a social force protecting the consumers and aiding the consumers. In other words, it is an organized effort to fight against the unfair marketing practices with a view to secure the consumer protection. The term consumerism came into existence in early 1960 when it was coined by the business community in the Western world, particularly in America. Now, it is a social force designed to protect the interest of the consumers by organizing the consumers to bring pressure on the business community to ensure protection. So, this term was mainly coined in order to protect the rights and powers of the consumers. Okay. Now, we'll see the definition of consumerism. Now, consumerism is an Consumerism is not limited to organized efforts only, but it is a social movement seeking to augment the rights and powers of the buyer in relation to the seller. So, according to this consumerism or the consumer movement, the main focus is to secure the rights and secure or to protect the rights and the powers of the buyer in relation to the seller. That means the buyer should be given more importance than the sellers. Okay. So, definition given by Philip Kotler, 2-mark question. Next, we will see the origin, evolution and the growth of consumerism. Now, before that, significance or the importance of consumerism. This is a 3-mark question. Importance of consumerism. First one, awakening and uniting the consumers. So, awakening means bringing a kind of awareness among the consumers. Okay. Then, awakening the government. So, government should also be aware of what all trade practices are happening. So, awakening the government. Okay. Awakening the consumers and awakening the government. Then, discouraging anti-social activities and discouraging unfair trade practices. Anti-social activities means something which is against the law. Okay. And discouraging unfair trade practices means all this adulteration, false advertising, then selling at higher price, all that are unfair trade practices. The next one is providing complete and latest information. The consumer should be provided with all the latest information. Okay. And protecting against exploitation. So, the consumer should be protected from any kind of exploitation or being cheated. Okay. Then, effective implementation of consumer protection law. So, this is a 3-mark question. 2A, first one is awakening and uniting the consumers, awakening the government. Then D, discouraging antisocial activities and discouraging unfair trade practices. Then P, providing complete information and latest information and protecting against exploitation. And the last one, E, effective implementation of consumer protection laws. Next is the origin, evolution and the growth of consumerism. Now, in the 20th century, in the beginning of the 20th century, the industries started developing. Okay, all kinds of industries started developing. So, the consumers' needs and wants also started increasing. When the demand started increasing, the producers, they want to make so much of profit, and that attitude, it led to so much of malpractices, the consumers was exploited in many ways by giving false advertising, by increasing the price of product, by supplying the substandard quality goods to the consumers. So many ways the consumers was exploited. Now, at this stage, the consumers started realizing that that they were exploited in many ways, and they started fighting for the better quality of goods. Now, in the first stage, the American citizen, they started fighting for all kinds of this consumer exploitation, and the women, they started some organization like National Consumer League, NCL, and it was in response to the substandard quality of goods being provided, which was hazardous, which was dangerous for the health. Okay, and the government was also did not take much involvement in such kind of practices. So that is why they started a separate league. The women started a separate organization like NCL, National Consumer League. Okay. Then in the Western countries, the consumers were well educated and well informed, and they were in the position to protect themselves. But in our country, India, the industries was not developed that much as compared to the Western countries, and the technology was also not developed as compared to the Western countries. So the profit making attitude of the business people, they failed, they gave more importance on profit making, and they failed to discharge the social responsibility, like maintaining the fair price, good quality of providing good quality of goods, and rendering better services to the customers. All these was not given importance. They focused on increasing the price of the goods and make profits. So in order to save and protect the consumers against the exploitative practice like adulteration, artificial scarcity, unreasonable price, this consumerism concept was emerged, and it was accepted by everyone. Okay, now consumerism, it is also known as the consumer movement. Now the consumers, they started fighting for their rights and powers through an organization to address their grievances and their complaints, and that is how the word consumerism came into existence in the year 1960. Okay, it is also called as a consumer movement. So much questions will not be asked from this topic. Just give a reading what has been taken today. Okay, so from here, consumerism and the need of consumers. From here, just give a reading, and this definition is important. Philip Kotler, consumerism is not limited to organized efforts only, but it is a social movement seeking to augment the rights and powers of the buyer in relation to the seller. Philip Kotler. This definition is you have to learn. And this one, significance of consumerism, the importance. 3-mark question. Learn all the points. And origin, evolution and growth, just give a reading from your textbook. Okay, evolution and growth. So till this we have finished. Learn till this. Okay, now here Mr. Ralph Nader. So this is a 1-mark question. Ralph Nader pioneered the fight against the monopoly and unethical trade practices of large companies in United States. So pioneered means he was the first person to fight. No, not the first person. He led. No, he was the pioneer, the leading person. Okay, who fought for the monopoly and unethical trade practices in large companies in United States. He is considered to be the father of consumer movement. So who is the father of consumer movement? Ralph Nader. He initially fought against the automobile industry for violating the safety standards. So first he fought for the automobile industry. Okay, they did not follow the safety standards and the pollution control. Okay, but today in almost all the countries, the consumer movement is well developed. Countries like Britain, Sweden, Netherlands, Denmark, and even in Kenya have stringent laws against the consumer exploitation in their respective countries. The United Nations General Assembly has adopted a set of general guidelines for consumer protection. So till this, go through in your textbook.